Nigeria is boiling. People are tired. Every day, more lives are lost. Kidnappings continue. Bandits take control of villages. And the fear in the country grows. This is not just another season of worry. It is a deep national crisis that has carried on for too long. Many Nigerians feel that they wake up every day only to hear more bad news. More attacks. More families broken. More communities wiped out. And more fear spreading into every corner of the country. Before now, many citizens believed that new leadership would bring fresh ideas and stronger solutions. They hoped the new administration would attack insecurity with full strength and show immediate results. They hoped the government would demonstrate control, discipline, and seriousness. But many now say those hopes are fading fast. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is under fire like never before. No matter the explanation, no matter the speeches or government promises, many Nigerians believe that the situation on the ground is moving faster than the government's response. People want speed. They want results. They want security to become a national priority above everything else. The reason the anger is so strong is simple: insecurity has become personal. It is not just something seen on TV or read about online. It is now something that touches ordinary people directly. Someone knows a person who has been kidnapped. Someone knows a village that has been attacked. Someone knows a family living in fear. People feel unsafe in their own homes, their own streets, their own country. Supporters who once defended the government are now finding it difficult to speak. They also feel the heat. They also feel the changes in the air. They hear the cries of the people around them. Many of them are now saying what critics have said all along: something is wrong, and it is getting worse. On social media, the discussions are intense. People no longer wait for newspapers or official statements. Videos, messages, and voice notes spread at high speed, carrying news of attacks and deaths as they happen. Even when government agencies try to control the narrative, the people already know what is happening because the reports are coming directly from victims and communities. This is why the fear is so deep. There is a feeling that the insecurity is expanding faster than government action. For many Nigerians, life has become a gamble. Travel has become a risk. Nightfall brings tension. Even daytime is no longer guaranteed. The conversations on radio stations reflect the emotions of the streets. Callers cry out in anger, frustration, and exhaustion. Some speak about losing loved ones. Some speak about losing livelihoods. Some ask why they should continue to pay taxes when they do not receive protection in return. Others ask how long a country can survive with this level of insecurity. Even lawmakers are speaking out. Some senators and representatives have warned that national stability is slipping. Some say the security system is overstretched. Others say resources are not being properly deployed. Even the calm voices in government are now raising alarms, because they understand that a nation cannot progress when fear becomes a permanent part of daily life. Critics are also pointing at the promises made during campaigns. They remember the strong statements. They remember the bold plans. They remember the confidence expressed in political rallies. Now, they are asking, where are the results? Every day that passes without improvement adds more pressure to the president. Every new attack becomes another point used by the opposition. Every new failure strengthens the argument that leadership is not strong enough. Inside the government, the pressure is also being felt. Officials know the noise is growing louder. They know the demands are becoming harder. They know the patience of the citizens is thinning. They know that once public confidence is lost, it is very difficult to regain. Tinubu himself is not blind to the situation. He can feel the heat from every direction. He knows that insecurity is fast becoming the biggest threat to his image and legacy. He also understands that Nigerians have reached a point where they want more than speeches, meetings, and promises. They want clear proof that the government is in control. Many citizens now believe that if nothing changes soon, the demand for Tinubu to resign may become louder and more organized. Right now, it is mostly voices on the streets and on social media. But in Nigeria, movements often start this way, quiet and scattered, before growing into something stronger. Political analysts warn that once resignation calls become mainstream, they are difficult to silence without real results. Once the public begins to see resignation as a solution, every new security failure adds more fire to the idea. The country is standing at a delicate point. National confidence is weak. National unity is under stress. The security system is struggling. And the public is restless. This moment is big. It is emotional. It is dangerous. It has the power to determine whether Nigerians continue to believe in the current administration or begin to fully turn against it. So as the attacks continue and the pain spreads, one truth rises above everything else: the pressure on Tinubu is real, heavy, and growing. This problem is no longer local. It has caught the attention of the world, especially the United States. Washington has been watching closely as the insecurity in Nigeria continues to grow. For American officials, this is not just about Nigeria alone. It is about the stability of West Africa, the rise of armed groups, and the fear that if a giant like Nigeria loses control, the entire region could move into deeper trouble. The United States has many interests in Nigeria. Diplomatic interests, economic interests, security interests. They want Nigeria stable because when Nigeria is strong, the region has a stronger chance of peace. But when Nigeria shakes, everyone around feels the impact. In recent months, American analysts and diplomats have raised their voices. Reports and security briefs say the situation in Nigeria is moving in the wrong direction. The US believes that if the trend continues, local conflicts could transform into something much bigger and more dangerous. America's worry comes from experience. They have watched countries in the Sahel fall one by one into deeper insecurity. Groups linked to terrorism have expanded in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Some of these groups are now moving closer to Nigeria's northern borders. This is a major concern for Washington. If these groups grow stronger in Nigeria, the United States fears that the entire West African corridor could become a wide operating ground for international extremism. This would threaten global security, and it is something America is not willing to ignore. So the pressure from the United States is adding more heat to the Nigerian government. It is no longer just local politicians, activists, or citizens raising alarms. Foreign partners are now sending clear messages that Nigeria must get a handle on this crisis quickly. Diplomatic conversations are happening behind closed doors. Phone calls, private briefings, and classified meetings are taking place. Nigeria is being told that the world is watching and waiting for improvement. In Washington, think tanks and security institutes continue to publish reports highlighting the danger. Some American experts now say that Nigeria is approaching a breaking point if the government does not take stronger action soon. These warnings travel through international media, diplomatic cables, and political discussions. American officials also fear something else: a full collapse of security in Nigeria would lead to massive migration flows and humanitarian crises that would stretch across borders. This would create bigger problems for international agencies and allies who are already struggling with ongoing crises around the world. So from the American point of view, a stable Nigeria benefits everyone. An unstable Nigeria threatens everyone. At the same time, US diplomats want transparency and accountability. They want to see that Nigerian leaders are willing to face the insecurity head-on, not just with statements but with real action and measurable change. They want results that can be seen in the real world, not just heard in speeches. This makes the pressure even stronger for Tinubu's administration. Because when both the people at home and powerful nations abroad begin to question leadership, the political weight becomes heavy. Inside Nigeria, critics are using this international attention as proof that the government is not doing enough. They say the fact that other countries are raising concerns shows that the problem has grown too big to hide. Opposition leaders speak openly, saying that Nigeria should not wait for outside powers to remind it of its duties. Even some government supporters are uneasy. They know that foreign pressure can affect military cooperation, defense funding, investment confidence, and diplomatic reputation. They also understand that once a country gets labeled as unstable, it becomes harder to attract international partnerships and business opportunities. Meanwhile, in Abuja, government officials face a delicate situation. They cannot ignore the pressure, but they also must maintain political pride and sovereignty. They must balance listening to foreign partners while showing Nigerians that they still hold control and authority over national decisions. This is not easy, especially when the security situation continues to worsen daily. High-level meetings between Nigerian representatives and US diplomats have increased. Discussions about intelligence support, counter-terror missions, border control, and regional cooperation are now more serious. But America's message remains the same: Nigeria must take stronger responsibility for its own internal security. On the international stage, Nigeria's reputation is at risk. A nation once seen as a rising regional leader is now facing questions about stability. Global observers are asking whether Tinubu's government can provide the leadership needed to pull the country back from the edge. This is not just about military might. It is also about public trust. If Nigerians lose confidence in their government, even powerful foreign support may not be enough to turn the situation around. America understands this. Other countries understand this. And though they are offering guidance and pressure, they know the final responsibility lies in the hands of the Nigerian leadership. So as insecurity grows and foreign attention increases, the Tinubu administration faces a challenge from two fronts: the rising anger of the Nigerian people, the growing concern of international partners. Both sides are demanding action. Both sides want clear results. Both sides are losing patience. The world is watching Nigeria closely now. The country is standing at a moment where leadership, decisions, and speed of action will determine whether Nigeria begins a path of recovery or moves further into crisis. And with every new attack, every new report, and every new diplomatic statement, the pressure tightens. While the government struggles under pressure, one name continues to rise in the national conversation: Peter Obi. His presence is not loud, but it is strong. Even when he does not speak, people speak for him. Even when he is silent, his influence grows. For many Nigerians, he represents the alternative they wish they had. A different style, a different tone, a different approach to leadership. Peter Obi supporters believe he stands for a cleaner political culture. They believe he represents order, calm, accountability, and stronger management. They say he understands modern governance and how to run systems that deliver real results. And with every new security failure, more Nigerians begin to look in Obi's direction. This shift is not happening with noise alone. It is also emotional. People are tired of pain. They are tired of fear. They want leadership that brings hope, not excuses. They want to believe that someone somewhere can change things. As insecurity continues, many Nigerians who were undecided are now asking themselves a hard question: maybe we need a different kind of leadership. These are not just social media voices or angry comments online. These are teachers, business owners, students, market women, farmers, civil servants, and young professionals. They speak in buses, streets, shops, taxis, and public offices. Their conversations show one thing clearly: the political landscape is shifting. Tinubu's administration understands this. Political advisors know that insecurity can destroy public trust faster than any other national problem. A government can defend inflation, unemployment, or economic challenges, but it is difficult to defend insecurity when lives are being lost daily. Every new attack becomes another argument for the opposition. Every new failure becomes another reason for citizens to compare leadership styles. And in those comparisons, many Nigerians place Peter Obi as the standard of what they would prefer. This political shadow is becoming larger. Not because Obi is attacking the government every day, but because the public is doing the comparison for him. People are measuring not speeches, but results. They are judging not campaigns, but performance. Many Nigerians remember the bold promises made during the campaign. They remember the confidence, the talking points, the strong declarations that insecurity would be defeated quickly. Now, they look at the situation and wonder if Nigeria is moving forward or backward. In moments like this, the opposition becomes stronger without even trying. Citizens themselves create the narrative. They fill the space with questions, complaints, arguments, and political analysis. They use insecurity as evidence of deeper leadership problems. Some Nigerians go further, saying, if Peter Obi were in charge, the situation might have been different. Whether this is true or not does not matter as much as the fact that many believe it. And in politics, belief can be more powerful than fact. Political strategists know that perception is a weapon. When the public begins to lose faith in a sitting government, the opposition does not need to do too much. Citizens carry the movement themselves. Right now, this is what is beginning to happen across Nigeria. The frustration on the streets is turning into political doubt. Political doubt is turning into political movement. And political movement is giving Peter Obi more ground in the national conversation. Many analysts believe that if insecurity continues at this level, Obi's popularity will grow even more. People vote with their emotions. People vote with their fears. People vote with their hope for a safer future. The more hopeless people feel now, the more they may desire someone new. This is why Tinubu's government feels political pressure, not just public pressure. They know that insecurity is shaping the next political battleground. They know that the race for the future has already started. Inside political circles, conversations are happening. Some ruling party members are worried. They fear that if results do not come soon, the opposition will gain unstoppable momentum. Others argue that the government must quickly turn things around, not for elections, but to restore national confidence before the damage becomes permanent. Meanwhile, Peter Obi continues to speak with calm confidence. When he talks about leadership, the country listens. When he talks about national direction, people take notes. His message resonates more now because Nigerians are living through the problems he talks about. The insecurity crisis has given him political fuel without him needing to shout. Every attack becomes a reminder of the argument he has been making for years: Nigeria needs leadership that solves problems with systems, discipline, planning, and accountability. And as long as the insecurity continues, this message will find new believers. So Nigeria now stands in a powerful moment: a sitting president under heavy fire, a frustrated population demanding change, a rising national figure gaining more influence every day, a world watching closely, a political future beginning to reshape itself. The government still has time to change the direction. But the window may close fast. Because when public opinion begins to settle, it becomes extremely difficult to reverse. Right now, the political shadow of Peter Obi is growing taller over Nigeria's political landscape. And with every security failure, that shadow becomes harder to ignore.